This mass murderer has fronted court for the first time. The public and media were barred from Anders Breivik's 20-minute appearance. But afterwards, the judge and a translator explained what he had said.
The court refers to that the accused, in interview with the police and in today's court hearing, has acknowledged having carried out the bomb explosion against inter alia the government quarters and the shooting at Utøya.
As Breivik was returned to prison, more than 100,000 Norwegians took to the streets of Oslo for a peace vigil. 7 News correspondent Mike Amor is in Oslo. Good morning to you, Mike. Now, police have revised downwards the death toll to 76, I believe. Why is that?
Andrew, I just want to take you outside the cathedral where this makeshift memorial has been set up for the last couple of days. We showed you yesterday, and I think it's tripled in size in the last 24 hours. And it's 10 o'clock at night here. People still coming here, laying flowers. They're now knee-deep, lighting candles, putting down flags, messages. Again, a lot of emotion here. You mentioned they had some good news of sorts, I guess, that the death toll is not as large as first feared. 68 were killed on the island, 8 in the bomb blast. Now, police say that the confusion came with the sheer number of victims, and unfortunately some were counted twice. And the local newspaper still has, I think there are 5 mostly young people that are still missing. So that final death toll is going to go up, but not quite as large as they initially feared.
Mike, tell us what else we learnt from Breivik's court appearance and about the ongoing investigation.
Yeah, you mentioned in the setup, we initially had all lined up to try to get into court, but police told the judge that they had security fears that perhaps Breivik would try to communicate to others, and those fears compounded when in court he said that while operating alone, there were 2 other cells within his network. Look, police are looking into those claims, but they have some serious doubts. The other thing that was quite staggering for me was the sheer number of people, Norwegians, average Norwegians, who'd gone to the court today, very placid people, obviously very angry, and they had gone to court to see the prison van arrive. They weren't successful in that. Police were able to get Breivik in and out of court through a tunnel. We were actually one of the few camera crews to see it, but we did get that very, very quick glimpse of him, and he appeared to me to be smirking as he left the court this morning.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way, Mike. A minute's silence was held across Scandinavia earlier in the day. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, at midday, local time here, they held a minute's silence and the whole city stopped. Even trams stopped in the street, and it was just before the court appearance. And then later on, Norwegians took to the streets in this rally, this vigil that was perhaps 100,000 people. It was only organised 24 hours earlier, and I think it was really a message from Norway that they're going to take this country back from what Breivik has done to them. They held up flowers above their heads. They were all silent. Occasionally, they were, I guess they were cheering to some extent for what people were saying in the crowd, but a very, very staggering number of people out there, and a very strong message that Norway doesn't stand for what Breivik stands for.
Quite remarkable, I must say, those pictures, Mike, of the extent of all the people, and even, as I said earlier, what we're seeing behind you. It is really quite incredible. Thank you for the update. We'll check in with you a little bit later on.
Still ahead, Australia's unhealthiest hamburger. I mean,